game. Reveal map. Not nearly so awful as a lot of the other maps we've been seeing, which is nice. Got some iron up here. Got a good mix of aluminum and water in here. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. And then we've got some decent carbon over here. If somebody wants to go scavenger, they can this game. Oh yeah, this is usable. A lot of this is usable. It's pretty good, actually, most of it. I really would like these tiles in particular. We'll see if I can get them. Okay. But we're just waiting. We're just waiting at this point. Gotta wait on that bond rating. And if these tiles don't work out, there were a few other spots I found that could work very well. So we'll just head over to one of those. If we have to. Want to make sure our bond rating isn't too bad, though. A B is probably doable. Ah, come on. See, look at that. That's how good that was. And he started with triple B, despite the fact that it was double B. I don't understand why it lies to me. I'm only failing at these things because the game actually lies to me. And I would appreciate it if it did not do that. So what we might do this game is go scientific here anyway. Try and make it work. It's not great. We will have some extra claims because we were so late to things. Look at how ridiculous this aluminum price is, though. I didn't expect it to go quite that nuts. Do I buy into it anyway? I think I have to. We can at least get to 80 still. We'll hold on to the silicon for solar panels later. And we'll just look for a quick upgrade if we can pull it off. We're going to need a very fast upgrade, basically, but we might still be okay. I really needed this tile. Like, I really wanted that spot. I should have just pulled the trigger a bit faster. I always do this, basically. I either pull the trigger instantly, because I know I want the spot, or I wait just a hair too long. Because I actually clicked the button, was the frustrating part, but I was just not quite in time, and he's going to get these great tiles. He's still going to get these, despite the fact that he made the mistake of going for this one first. He's still going to get those. Oh, that's gross. Fine. Well, we're not going into aluminum this game. We could go ahead and go into just some farms very quickly. Could work out all right. Yeah, geotherm sounds nice. Once again, we don't have a lot of debt right now, so we can at least use that. We'll go ahead and throw out all our claims, though. We know what we want. That geotherm isn't great for us, but we can still pay a bit for it. But I don't want to go too high. That's where we stop. 20,000 right there. If we get it, alright. If we don't, alright. I just wish I had this spot. Basically, if I had gotten this spot, I'd be in the exact place Niven is right now, doing quite well, except I wouldn't have this tile, and I would have an extra steel down. Is basically what the difference would be. Very, very similar, though. Let's grab some pirates with the black market, just to make them a bit more expensive. And then we're going to have to get these farms down immediately afterward. This has to be our next goal, getting these farms down. Which is just so difficult right now. With any luck, we will pull it off, but as you can see, it's being a huge pain. As people continue to expand, continue to buy up glass, all kinds of things like that. We're hoping there'll be enough market pressure on these farms to make them good, especially because Niven here went for aluminum on 2 of his water tiles instead of food. Which is doing okay for him. I mean, they're making money still. And now we're just looking at buying into glass. But we wanted to buy up pirates just to make sure we could actually use our food. We didn't want anybody else to pirate away our food immediately, so we just bump up the price on those pirates just a hair. Just a bit. And try to pull through based on that. What we might do is buy up, actually, something like 60 silicon? Just 60? Or actually, we could just buy up a lot of silicon. We didn't even get that what we wanted to earlier. We could try going into a lot of power right now. Instead of a safe play, we could make a very aggressive play. And just immediately, right now, go into 3 solar panels. We've got the silicon for it.
Scientific colony expanded.
We've got a little bit of time to go with it. We can sell off a little bit of steel, grab a goon squad, make sure that's okay. Everybody else is expanding right now, which is fine. That's what they should be doing. We've got the farms down, which are pretty much guaranteed to make money. We just need to secure this glass, and then the steel and aluminum for expanding is going to be very cheap. And we'll try to push to another expansion based off that. This is a very dangerous play because I'm not making money off these tiles right now. I am hoping to make money off of these tiles? Later. Basically, once night has finished, I'm hoping that I will still be making money on these tiles. But there's no guarantee. Realistically, there's just not. We're also very far away from silicon and can't make good use of it, unfortunately. But we'll figure something out. We did get hit by pirates, of course, because that's how life works. The very first aggressive black market effect of this game is going to go against us as pirates. Not against Niven, who is getting food up, by the way. Just want to point that out. This tile would be okay, but once again, we don't want to pay a lot for it because we're trying to make money on power. We've almost paid off our debt. We have to be very careful about how much we spend on this, and 20 has to be the limit again. Other people can do their nonsense. We need to be making money off of power, though. Okay, we also need to be watching for an opportunity to actually make good use of these pirates. That's going to be very important. Unfortunately, our food, some of it got stolen, a significant amount, but some of it got through. We can upgrade even. And maybe we go for these 2 silicon tiles.
The black market is online.
They're not bad tiles to have. Silicon's kind of okay. They're not that far away either. That leaves us with 2 tiles remaining, and maybe we use those for reactors. Just something like here and here. Get in this player's way, make sure he doesn't get great adjacency bonuses for super easily. Okay, he sent some food. I need to position these very carefully soon. Yeah, see, I can't position them too close to the aluminum is the thing. I can maybe position them there and still be okay. That might still be intercepting aluminum, though. I could position them here.
Pirates. I hate those.
Is that more pirate? Look at this. Look at how ridiculous this is. Oh, that's disgusting. Alright, well, we'll just get reactors down over here. We did manage to steal some food ourselves. And power is making money, not nearly as much as we were hoping for, though. Not nearly as much. So we're still not in a good spot in a lot of ways.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
We'll barely make money off of power. There it goes. Now we're starting to make money. It's not even that good. Okay, we could grab a mule. We need to grab something. Let's grab an adrenaline boost. That's probably going to be good. At some point. It'll almost certainly be usable. More pirates came down. Where? Not on top of us, so that's something. Something in our favor. More food getting stolen. Not much to do about that. Just the reality of being a scientific player. We'd love to get into glass before long. We might even scrap out our power and move into glass before long. But power is making us money for the moment, but glass is just so good. Steel is also so good. We just kind of need an upgrade in a lot of ways. We have reactors down already. Not many, but they are reactors, and they are strong reactors. Maybe steel is just the right call. Power's doing nothing. Let's hop out of it. Get on into steel. We got a little bit done with power. We have a high stock price because of power as well. But I want to move into steel, and then we'll be looking at glass afterward. Glass is worth a lot, but it's also real risky to throw down and try and expand based off of glass alone. And I'm going for an expansion still. We can actually go pretty hard on this. And we will. I don't know exactly how hard, but we can push it a bit higher than we've been pushing. If they let it go for 20, that would be brilliant. Alright, cool. We got it for 20. Don't really want to throw down the geotherm plant yet. But we'll have it available if we really want it in the future, so that's good. We will go ahead and use this adrenaline boost on steel just to try and power through this weak phase that we're in right now. And we might even grab another adrenaline boost. So now we just need to secure enough glass to upgrade. 60 will be just fine. Already some glass production down, but we can see how strong it is. And there's not a lot of it, so I think we're still okay trying to move into it. We got a fuel shipment. That's going to be a big deal. Look how close we are to upgrading already. This ridiculous steel production. And then we'll just try and get down glass as fast as we can at this point. We've already got the silicon secured we need for it. We're just basically waiting on this steel to keep rolling in. And we'll be okay. I might have upgraded, you know, I upgraded a bit early, clearly. But it wasn't awful. It wasn't ridiculously early, so hopefully we're still okay. So we're going to get down 3 glass furnaces. Glass furnaces are amazing. And once again, prices are staying very high. So we will head into an engineering lab, I think, to try and take advantage of these high prices. Look at this glass go. It's not making near so much anymore. Well, it doesn't have adjacency bonuses yet, is the big thing about it. We're going to wait for that glass furnace to finish up, then we're going to throw down an adrenaline boost and a goon squad. Sell glass, goon squad, there we go. Look at this, 300 apiece on these tiles, or so. Steel's still going really strong. We're in a good spot overall. We're just in a good spot, generally speaking. Nobody's really crashing out yet. Niven is running ahead of the game. He's up at HQ level 4. We could probably catch him before long. Upgrades are pretty expensive, but we can still get to one fairly easily. Which we're going to want to go ahead and do before long. Let's go ahead and start upgrading. Let's upgrade glass production for the moment. Did we never get that? We never got this quarry down. Wow. We've been missing 2 silicon a second. Silicon now $80 right now. We've been missing 2 silicon a second all game, basically. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Go ahead and upgrade. Maybe toss down with that another farm here. Could put it, yeah, here's better, I think. Maybe a reactor over here. We have to ship out water, but that's not the end of the world. Maybe we go for another patent office and another engineering lab. That's what we're going to be looking at. Somebody did try to attack us after our adrenaline boost, but we had that goon squad down, so we were alright. We'll grab another goon squad and redefend the same tiles. That glass is so important right now. And let's just upgrade glass again. More geotherms. And we still have this geotherm to use. We haven't planted it, though, because power's only $20 a piece, and steel is $200. So, didn't really want it. But I will take these geotherms now, and if power gets ridiculous, with any luck, I'll be able to move back into them effectively. Steel's so good, glass is so good. Food's okay, reactors are okay. They're not great, but they're okay. And Niven is starting to get purchased by Bradbury, so he's having to defend himself, which is great. It's kind of the advantage we have over Niven. Niven has a lot of debt, so he was very easy to try and purchase. He has pushed to an Offworld, though. I don't know how good Offworlds are this game. They're pretty good. But it's already been frozen out by somebody else. Somebody else EMP'd it, so... maybe not the end of the world. We've been sitting on a claim this whole time, and we got to do something with it. Let's see. I wanted teleportation. Was one of the things I wanted. And then after that, probably slant drilling, if at all possible. What to do with this last claim, though? That's the important question right now. Go ahead and finish upgrading glass. It's okay still. And it can stay okay for a long time if we upgrade it. I guess we could go for an Offworld with this last claim. I was thinking maybe we turn our patent lab into an Offworld eventually, but... we'll just see what happens. We do also have an EMP to throw at this Offworld if we want to. Those two are fighting each other. We'll just leave them to it. Nobody's really taking an advantage there. How are you doing? Yeah, this thing is losing money because it's not on a water tile. These are still okay, though, because they're on water tiles. Kind of like I chose this tile instead of this tile because it had water, even though I lose out on some small adjacency bonuses because of it. Alright, glass is going fantastically because we've upgraded it so heavily. Now, though, we will start upgrading electronics very heavily and move into that before long. Before long. I should use this claim, though. I really should. I could just throw down steel. Clark, halfway to buying us. We've let our debt get a little out of control. It's time to go ahead and get those geotherms down. Despite the steel cost remaining very, very high. We need to have that power because we've let debt go a bit. So let's start buying into our own stock because of that situation. Alright, there's teleportation. That's going to help out. We have silicon instantly. We have all that stuff from our reactors instantly. It's just faster access to the money, which is very nice. And now we'll pick up, I think, some slant drilling. We got to be paying attention to that chem price. It's getting a bit out of control. Steel is coming down a bit, but it's still okay. Glass is still okay for us because we upgraded it so heavily, but electronics shorting means we might actually want to transition very soon regardless. Let's see, how's this guy doing? Yep, still would be losing money. All these geotherm auctions this game are insane, by the way. I just want to say, it's kind of ridiculous. Okay. Don't really want to pay for that. I think... do these go faster because we're scientific? I feel like they do. Maybe I'm wrong on that front. It's hard to keep track of all the different bonuses in this game. In any case, we are going to scrap out of the glass at this point. We've upgraded it heavily, but it did its work. And move on into electronics. And then we might scrap out of steel before long and move into chems. A lot of people getting way too close to buying us. Our debt's still going a little crazy. Gotta be paying that down best we can. Sell everything, make sure our labs are still running. Upgrade chems, please. How's the steel doing? I mean, steel's still making money except for this steel tile, which needs to pay for its iron, unfortunately. We gotta keep these upgrades rolling in. We've got that electronics production significantly upgraded now. We can get an adrenaline boost down on it, make a ridiculous amount of money based on that, and then keep securing our own stock, and then paying down debt. Those are kind of the goals right now. Get all that done. Steel's still okay for the most part. Keep buying up our stock. Alright, now we can look at buying other people's stock and paying down debt. Okay, pay down debt. Would love to get to something like a B rating, at least. And would love to move into chems before long. We're already upgrading chem production. We need to keep that going. Keep those upgrades rolling in. Because we've committed to these buildings. We need to make sure we're using them. And now I think it's about time to... Okay, gotta make sure we're using this building as well. Carbon scrubbing sounds fantastic. Let's go for it. Clark's still almost halfway to buying us, by the way. Terrifying. Absolutely ridiculously terrifying. And we have enough, I think, to make this chem transition. So we're going to do that. Come on, get out of here. Yep, had enough cash. Good stuff, good stuff. Now we start buying into Wells, because Wells is cheap. And we are set. We are good to go. We don't have an Offworld, but that's really the only thing we lack that we may want in the future. Okay, somebody else finished up carbon scrubbing. Unfortunate. Let's head into nanotech. And Wells is having a lot of trouble potentially defending himself. Like, they're not doing a whole lot over here with this. Clark is trying to defend Wells, which is a good thing to do because we're just kind of running away with Wells at this point, but still, watch this. 2,000 a second off each of those tiles right now. Look at our cash rolling in. Look at how ridiculous that was. Alright, if we could push to Bradbury, that would be a huge turning point in this game. If we could actually get to buying out Bradbury, we'd be in a great spot. Yeah, water engine sounds okay. It's not great, but it's worth acquiring. Water engine and cold fusion both getting fairly significant buffs recently. Gotta make sure we're still using these chem labs. Let's upgrade food. Might upgrade oxygen afterward, but we'll just have to see what happens. Alright, somebody got unlucky on their freeze. It bounced right into the goon squad, so it froze one of our chem labs, which is $1,000 a second that we're not making anymore. But it wasn't enough. By far. We got the Bradbury buyout. It was fairly cheap, fairly easy to do. Now we're halfway to Niven. And we are making ridiculous progress. I mean, just watch the resources roll in at this point. It's pretty crazy. Alright, these chem labs are turned off. We gotta fix that. The game doesn't really take into account engineering labs when it chooses to turn a building off when you acquire somebody. So you gotta keep an eye on it and tell it, no, that's actually okay. Let's turn this guy back on. Should have done that a while ago. The steel is still good. The aluminum's okay, I guess. $21. It's not the end of the world. And we have all these buildings positioned in all kinds of weird places. Turn that glass on. Sheesh, that's so good. But thankfully, because of teleportation, we don't really care all that much that they're in weird places. We can still make good use of them. Let's go for cold fusion, I suppose. The chem's not doing so hot anymore. Not really. But that's okay, because we got our buy on Niven that we wanted to. That also gives us a hologrammed off-world market, amusingly enough, that I can't actually... I can't... Or is it hologram to look like an off-world market? Is it actually hologram to look like an off-world? Because that's hilarious. And I've been thinking that's an off-world the entire time. That's absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. That's great. Hold on. What if we... Hologram to look like a hacker array. Why can't I choose the building? It's so good to hologram something to look like an off-world because people will focus on shutting it down so hard. What if you could just turn like one of your chem labs to look like an off-world? Speaking of chem labs. Oh, that's incredible. I'm so happy that happened. And now I know that it's been a patent because I should have known. I should have known. He's been getting patents that I wanted this whole time. I should have known. I'm just an idiot and not paying attention because I'm trying to play the game too fast. In any case, we have a couple simple, straightforward buys to get. We'll take Clark first. He's a bit more expensive, but he's also the only thing that could constitute a threat this game, I think. So we'll just bring him down. And that'll give us extra stock in Asimov, and it should be fairly simple and straightforward from there to finish up the game. Yeah, the farms, I guess, can stay off. Our own farms, not really so good anymore. Not really. We do have 6 engineering labs. Let's upgrade iron. The best that we can. Let's upgrade oxygen. Alright, looks like Asimov's going to give up, which is reasonable. He has lost, so... we just got to wait for him to sell out completely, and we will just finish up the buy. But man, adrenaline boosts are so good. I mean, you saw how we used adrenaline boosts to just kind of push through and get it done at the end, despite not getting the territory we wanted. Death Tacticus got the territory we wanted. But we still made it work. We still made it work. The power play kind of worked in the short term, and then we just moved into a couple of geos later when we needed to. That was all fine. What made us the most, though? I mean, look at this electronics money. Look at this electronics money right here. $727,000 from 3 electronics tiles, effectively. For most of the game, we just had those 3 electronics tiles, right? Even if we say we only made like 600,000 of that off of each of those tiles, that's still $200,000 made per tile, basically. The chems didn't hold up nearly so well. The chems didn't hold up nearly so well, but they still did their job when we needed them to. Those adrenaline boosts, they're crazy. Yeah, picking up cheap goons was a big deal.